Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my corner of the internet. Let's begin. As a pupil, my most hated kind of exam was doing dictations. There were a couple words I just wasn't able to remember properly, and it resulted in one bad mark after the other. Such a stressful experience. I always loved reading, but writing always felt like a battle. In Epistory, typing Chronicles, writing actually equals fighting. In hindsight, it makes me all the happier that I overcame my problems with spelling and grammar and actually made writing a big part of my career. Funny how things sometimes turn out, isn't it? Being accustomed to typing a lot and typing fast is a huge advantage in this game. You play as a young girl. She's riding a fox through a really unique origami world. All while a female narrator, narrates the story surrounding this place. Talking about the girl remembering it and how it changed for some reason. How shadows began to fester in every nook and cranny and how the peaceful world is unable to defend itself from them. That's where you come in. You sit atop your canine mount and wield words as if they were a weapon. Getting rid of tree trunks blocking your way, for example, by writing the words that appear above them once you enter typing mode. Or you bring beds of flowers back to life by spelling their names out. The further you progress in the game, the more areas you unlock, and your writing will have a bigger and bigger impact on your surroundings. However, not all usages are peaceful. You probably heard of the sentence, "The word is stronger than the sword." And oh boy, are these words strong. The insectoid enemies don't stand a chance against you. And that is before you learn how to infuse your, let's call it spells, with elemental power. Is the word above an object written in orange, then you have to use fire. That has the nice benefit of burning the next word on the enemy's health bar, which buys you a little more time in the increasingly difficult battles. There's an obvious pattern to the enemies. I mean, what video game doesn't do that? The bigger the insect, the slower and the more complicated their words are. Having to spell things like unconstitutionality under stress is no fun, especially with me not being a native English speaker. Funnily enough, the worst enemies for me weren't those that make you question your vocabulary. Nope, it was the flies. They only take one letter to kill, but oh my goodness, they are so fast and they never come alone. Never. Outside of battles, Epistory actually offers a nice way of not necessarily learning, but at least using other languages. However, if you're not in the mood for that, chances are your language is included. Epistory offers no less than 11 of them. No matter what you'll choose, you'll certainly be a faster typer after this. Trust me. Otherwise, the buggy baddies will kick your butt. The game world is pretty flat. Shouldn't come as a surprise. After all, the whole thing looks to be made out of paper. Mountains or even hills would also make it way too difficult to keep track of the evil things that try to hurt you. By getting rid of them and using your spells in general, you earn points that stack up the more words you write in quick succession. And your overall score isn't just for show. Whenever you cross certain thresholds, you can unlock new areas that get folded into shape right in front of your eyes. Pretty cool to look at. The more paper scraps you collect from enemies and treasure chests, the more upgrade points you earn as well. Those you can use to strengthen your spells, which make your life far easier. Two abilities that I maxed out as fast as possible were the knockback and the walking speed of Mr. Fox. With all the walking you have to do in this game, the latter is a godsend. Although there were also moments where I just enjoyed the atmosphere and the soundtrack. Some melodies are really catchy, but in a good way. Epistory is the epitome of don't judge a book by its cover. Typing words to do things doesn't exactly sound exciting, but it is. And it's pretty. And it's fun. Perfect when you want something different. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hope your day's as good as gold. See you next video.